Hey, I'm outside the North Star pub in Leytonstone. I'm going to meet up with Airforce, a heavy metal band from East London. Talk to them about their new release coming out. Well, hopefully to get some recorded soon. They've got some stuff. Let's go talk to them, have a beer. Nice pint of Foundation Bitter. Alright, so I'm here with a couple of guys from Airforce. You want to introduce yourself to everyone?
I'm Chop Pittman, I'm the guitarist from Airforce.
And I'm Tony Hatton, I'm a bass player of Airforce.
Alright, and you've been going for since about 89, was it you started?
Earlier than that, 86.
Oh, okay, I was just going by Metal Archive, it says 89.
No, it doesn't always get, yeah, me and Doug works it out. It was around about 1986 when we first formed it as Airforce.
87.
It's 87.
Around about then.
Which was from, me and Chop was in a band called EL34 shortly before that.
Right.
And Doug had been in a band called Iron Maiden.
Right, yeah, I've heard of them, yeah.
And he decided to come back to the music scene. So we looked recently, we tried to clarify it all. We worked out it was about 86 when he joined up with us and formed Airforce.
So tell us about the formation and how did it come about?
What, with Doug?
With everybody, the whole...
Me and Tony was in a band together, before EL34. And we played together for years doing the pub circuits and that. And then we disbanded, and then we were looking for a drummer, wasn't we? We were trying to find a drummer, and Steve Harris introduced me to Doug Sampson because he wanted Doug to keep playing again. So me, Steve Harris and Doug Sampson had a little jam in the studio, and me and Doug just gelled like immediately, like, you know. And then we phoned up Tony, and he come down, and then we got Doug's brother, Sam Sampson, who's out of Sam Apple Pie, and he joined as a singer, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then we recorded the first...
We'll just let you know that you knew Steve Harris from way before that, didn't you? That's why.
I knew Steve Harris.
Steve came to you.
Yeah, I knew Steve Harris from time, you know. We used to like knock about together in the early days, and he used to borrow my gear when Iron Maiden had no gear, I had nothing at all. He used to phone me up and ask me, can I borrow your amp, can I borrow your cab? And I was a lead guitarist and he was a bass player, so maybe that's where he got his twangy sound from.
Okay, so that was 86, 87, 89, whatever the date was. And but you haven't never according to Metal Archives, I'm going by, you never actually had any recordings out till about 2015. So what happened with the band?
Well, we did have recordings out, but it was out on... we had a CD out, didn't we? Like called Never Look Back.
But it's only limited release.
A limited release. But before that, we was just doing a demos release with So, but Sam actually recorded with us in about 1989, wasn't it? Yeah. Sam recorded, and we done a free track EP.
But nothing was actually released.
It wasn't really released.
Yeah, just for yourself.
That's why the Judgment Day album was
a concept. It's like the best of, you know. Like it was just
over the years.
Going for the years.
Retrospective.
That's the one, yeah.
Retrospective compilation.
Right. And did you have a bit of hiatus as well? You weren't actually going for a while, and then you come back together.
Yeah, for a long time.
Yeah. What happened there? I mean, first, let's stay in the past. Then, what was it like back in when you first came? Where was you gigging a lot? Was there a lot of gigs going on?
I mean, in them days, we was doing the Ruskin Arms, like the Cart and Horses, the same circuit as like Maiden was doing, really.
The Marquee.
The Marquee, Rock Garden, you know, like the places around London, plus we was doing the outskirts. Well, I was at Luton and Milton
South End,
Keynes,
places like that.
South End, all the normal places, like, you know.
What about the other bands?
We never really...
days? Did you play with Maiden at all back in the day, or...?
Did I play with Maiden?
Yeah, like...
No, I never played with Maiden.
Did we play with them?
No, we never played with them as a band, no.
What other bands were around? And was it like Samson and that sort of thing, or any? Was it new wave British heavy metal era, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a new wave British heavy metal. There's a lot of bands about them, weren't there?
RDB, weren't they?
RDB was always been about, and they're still about now. A Chariot was about. Praying Mantis.
No.
All them bands, I can't think of it. Stray.
Did you get any notice on the media in them days?
No, it's a lot harder them days because them days you had no
internet.
No internet. Now it's a lot easier nowadays. Because you got a wider scope. Then it was just a phone call, and even then, them days you had no mobile phones, so you had to find a phone box. But it was a lot harder. Now people can get in touch with you all around the world just on your phone.
A lot more exposure, but less money.
Yeah,
no one wants to buy anything anymore.
But this is the thing. This is the only thing now. I mean, in them days, everyone used to go. I used to meet Tony, and we used to go down the high street looking for the albums. Like Small Wonder.
Yes.
Or looking for records. But now people don't do that. They get it. It's all download.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of a shame, really, because I used to like getting that album and reading every word, every lyric, what gear they used. Yeah. It was like
exciting time going out for the day buying records.
Yeah, it has changed a lot. It's massively, hasn't it? Everything's just changed so much. Yeah. Okay, so what happened to that? Why did you have a bit of hiatus then? Did you
we just
work life getting away?
Come around 1990, we started to go for different things. Work took over. I can't even remember Doug's really bad as me. I was getting really busy at work and it was hard to do. Been playing the metal scene for about 12 years.
Yeah, but I kept Airforce going with different members a lot along the line. I was just limping along with other members. We was doing the circuit, and then when this album came out with Watch Out Records, it kind of
Maiden fans tracked down anything to do with Maiden because they've got so much bigger in the intervening period, and so any link of any kind with Maiden, which was being done with Doug, they tracked us down, and behind the scenes I didn't even know they organised the album. And then I got a phone call saying you've got this retrospective album coming out, and we all met back up for the first time for about 20 odd years, probably.
When was that? What year was that?
That was 2015.
2015, 3 years ago. Yeah.
And you've been back together.
And then we decided, let's get back the original musical line-up, and we had to find different vocalists. That was one of the reasons back in the day as well. It was always difficult to keep a vocalist. Things don't seem to change a lot.
Right.
And that's why we've gone through a couple of vocalists, haven't we, back then?
Loads of vocalists.
And when one left, the last one left for women reasons, I believe. And we just couldn't, at the time, I just didn't want to go through the hassle of finding one, rehearsing them in, getting to a point.
Yeah.
And then you do a little bit, then it goes again.
Yeah, it's hard work. But now it's quite. I mean, we've had a few singers now. Like we've had a Bulgarian guy, we had an Italian guy, and now we've got a Portuguese guy. and the Portuguese is
Lino.
Lino's a different class. He's like he's in a Maiden band anyway. He's in a band called
Iron Beast. Iron Maiden tribute band back in Portugal.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I see him at a gig, and I asked him about joining us, and he seemed interested. And then we thought no more about it, and then I phoned him, and he was all for it. So he come down, auditioned, got the job.
And that's who you played with at the Unicorn the other day?
Yeah, that's
Lino, yeah.
That's our third show with Lino.
Right, cool.
Yeah.
And so does he live in Portugal? Does he live over here?
Lives in Portugal.
Oh, right, cool.
So we have that to deal with.
Yeah.
Logistics there.
Yeah.
So
you can't just say, let's play something next week. It has to be planned a little bit.
Yeah.
Which ain't a bad thing, really. I don't mind that.
Yeah. And you still rocked pretty hard at that gig. I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed that. It was a good night.
Oh, did you enjoy
I was
the gig,
there filming it. Yeah, I filmed some of it for my channel. So.
But we enjoy playing, and the thing is, we're not just band members. We're also like really good friends as well. So we, even outside the band, when the band broke up, we still all kept in contact.
We go out and socialise as well.
So it's not just it's more of we're really good friends as well as a band.
Yeah.
And Lino, he fits in really well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So what about the name? Did you actually have an interest in the Airforce? Is that why you called yourself Airforce?
Well, I don't really know how that came about. There's a few stories how it came about.
We have difficulty remembering. Back to 1986.
I just think it, I don't know. But, I mean, my dad was in the Air Force.
All right.
And I think
Doug was named after Douglas Bader.
Oh, okay.
The Spitfire pilot lost both his legs.
Yeah.
So there is.
You won't be able to play drums with no legs.
That's how his mum.
Yeah, it'd be a bit hard.
But that's how his mum and dad. So we must have said.
Yeah.
But it was sort of like back in '86 when we came up with that name. So no one's quite sure who came up with it. Why?
A lot of people said it was Sam Sampson, but I don't think it was. I don't know, but we can't remember, so I don't know.
It don't matter. But it's kind of influenced your song sort of lyrical style, hasn't it? You've got a lot of sort of war theme kind of stuff going on.
Yeah, we don't tend to, but it's just the way it ends up being like a bit of a war song, you know. Like we are like patriotic anyway. Yeah. I think and you and Doug and we're all patriotic to our country and. You know, like
just interested in the history of it as well. You know.
To me, I think like Heroes is dedicated to elder soldiers and all the Air Force and everyone that keeps getting killed in the war, which has nothing to do with us. So it's a bit political, but you know, it's our little bit of say about that. We don't like it.
Yeah. So tell us about the releases. So you had some releases back in the day that never sort of got a general release, and then you had you got together. It was 2015 for the compilation of all the stuff.
Album, and then we dug them out of the archives, and they wanted to bring it up from that day up to the recent day, you know. And that was when I was with another Airforce was going, but not with Tony and Doug. It was another drummer, another bass player, and another singer.
So it's a mixture of lineups as well.
It's a complete mixture of lineups. It's like. A lot of people said we should have done it with one singer, but it wasn't our error. It was the story of Airforce and how it came about. So we couldn't just do it with one singer. So we kept the original recordings. Yeah, which was good.
Cool. And then was the Black Box.
Black Box one came out in 2016.
Is that all new stuff? Is that old stuff as well?
That was new. Well, Heroes was an older one redone, and a couple of 2 new songs. That all completely done at modern day. Then we had Black Box Recordings Volume 2.
That comes from the aircraft kind of motif. Then the black box is what the onboard computer in it or something.
Well, what records of it, the flight, and then if there's any accidents.
And the Black Box 2 was all new recordings, all new songs. Oh no,
Fine Line redone one, old one.
Yeah.
And then we did a single with Paul Merrier Day, Band of Brothers, which again is original. We've just been putting out some original stuff while we've been trying to catch up with our past 25 years we didn't do. Wasn't together. Or as this lineup, condensing a lot in touring, writing. So we've been working hard on getting a new album.
I mean, it was good for us when we asked Paul Diano to do a guest spot on Sniper, and he just because I've known Paul since forever, you know. Yeah. And I phoned him up, asked him, and he said no problem. And he come down, and he'd done his bit, and he wants to do another track with us. He wants to do another one on the new album.
And you are recording at the moment, aren't you, for a new album?
And we're off after this interview. We're off straight to the recording studios again. So we're not far off, and we're not far off of a live album that's going to be following up that.
From the live albums, more or less.
In Poland, that's almost ready as well.
Right.
So we've had a bit of a gap, then we're going to, it's like buses. They're all going to come along at once.
You got a label that's doing it as well, or bring it out?
No, we have a label lined up.
Yeah, all right.
We haven't quite signed yet.
Right, so no word yet.
So we can't let it out.
Right,
yeah, but they're on our case to sign.
That was another difficulty. We've released stuff off our own backs up till now, and again, the way the internet works now, that's a lot easier. But we have been looking around to find a label that suits us, that's just that we get on with, that's more family than we're all more family than just business, hard-nosed business people. Yeah. And we have found someone who seems, and it's be very soon.
Okay, so watch this space, or follow your Facebook page or whatever to find out more. So, what's it like now? How would you compare like modern day doing the band to the old days? I mean, when it comes to everything, all that business side, all the touring, what's changed? Do you think? What's better? What's worse?
Well, Tom does all the business, most of it.
Just because I'm older and wiser.
This man does all the business, all the sorting out and all the money and everything.
When we was younger, he didn't know really what we was doing. We was waiting for someone else to come along and do it all. Yeah. And then just I've been in business for myself for many years now, so I'm used to running and organising things. Yeah, we'll do a bit. You know, it's never we Chop still does his bit.
But me and Doug kind of step back a lot, and Tony does quite a lot.
But we have a lot of other people helping us.
We've got a hell of a lot of people. We've got a manager, Chris,
Andy Holloway from Watch Out Records.
Andy Holloway, yeah, and they're all.
Sally.
Oh, Sally Rose. Sally Rose does
work.
all. She's a fantastic. She's a great artist, and she does all our artwork for us now for the albums. She's doing the new album for us, which is going to be called.
Well, we're looking at it being called Strike Hard.
Airforce Strike Hard.
Right.
And Sally's in talks.
That's the working title.
I spoke to her about doing the album cover, and plus she's done the live album cover. She's done the front and the back. Now that reminds me, I've got to ask Tony for some pictures, and she's going to do the inside cover, have a page each, and yeah. So thanks to Sally Rose for that.
What about songwriting? Someone does the bulk of it, or
me and Tony kind of do most of it. Although Dillian used to come up with melodies, but we would write it. And now with Lino, we're going to send in some tracks with some lyrics, and he'll put the melodies to it, and he'll change the lyrics to what he wants to do, and. So
it's a mixture. No one ever total does. Someone will have an idea.
Doug puts his ideas in.
Always gets developed.
Yeah. We come up with a rough idea, and then we set it up to the band, to Doug.
Everybody puts their full benefit.
You jump it out in the studio as well.
Yeah, we play sometimes stuff. We come up with an idea at home, and I'll go round to shops. We'll come back to me. We'll just do it at home.
Yeah.
Other times we'll just come up with something completely off the cuff in the studio.
Yeah, it might just be rehearsing, and something might just come up.
So it's. No, there's no format.
No,
it's just however.
Yeah.
Finest hour just come in the studio, which is good.
And what about who does all the lyrics? Is there one person does all the lyrics?
Me and Tony have done most of the lyrics.
But
but in the old days, I mean,
Rolf Frommel
done a lot of lyrics, great lyricist. And Sam wrote a lot, didn't he?
Melodies as much as lyrics, it's the melodies.
Yeah, so Sam Sampson wrote a lot in them days, and we're actually trying to get hold of Rolf again to do some lyrics for us, because his lyrics are just...
Well, just a collaboration with one of our early singers.
He wants to stay with the band, not to sing, but he likes to be involved with the band.
Yeah.
So we're in talks at the moment with Rolf, and he might be able to put few little bits in here and there, a few little lyrics. And
yeah, so we might do a bit of singing on it as well, maybe a guest vocal, or
yeah, we'd love to do it.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
So
we've got no egos here. We just everybody's out.
Yeah.
You know what? It would make my day if Rolf done a bit on one track, or done what Diano done. Just sing with Lino. Lino's got a great voice. Rolf's got a great voice. Most singers we've had have all got really good voices. I mean, no disrespect to Dillian, he had a fantastic voice. He had a fantastic voice. But he had to go back to Bulgaria.
Yeah, he was on the last release, wasn't he? Was that the single on the last release?
He's got. He had to
Paul
go
Diano was on the last.
Yeah.
Sorry, Paul Mario Day was on the single Band of Brothers.
Right.
But Dillian was on the 2 EPs for that. Black Box 1 and Black Box 2.
Yeah.
So, all respect to Dillian, he got us going again, because he just come in and he put his bit in, and we just chilled. But life happens. He has to go back to Bulgaria to live.
Yeah.
His wife and his family. So just life goes
just
on.
Another chapter. You carry on to the next chapter.
Exactly. So
you're doing a lot of quite a lot of gigs. I've always seen you doing. You went to America a couple of times, didn't you?
You've been to America a couple of times. We've done 2 American tours.
On there.
Next week we're going. Next 2 weeks' time we're going to Holland.
It's a week. It's a European mini European tour.
Yeah.
Holland,
Belgium,
France, then Belgium.
Oh, is it?
Holland, France, and Belgium. Friday.
Yeah. So
Saturday,
we're playing
Sunday.
We're playing with Blaze Bailey in France. In France,
yes, a Maiden themed.
A Maiden theme, yeah. So it's all ex-Maiden.
British Steel French festival.
Yeah. So looking forward to that.
Then we're in Tenerife in December.
Yeah.
There may be something in between. The Airforce tour is being planned for next April again. That's underway.
Yeah.
But we played Bulgaria at the Hills of Rock, and that was like on the same bill as Judas Priest and Iron Maiden.
Is that the one where I saw pictures of you backstage with Steve Harris on your?
Yeah. We went back with Steve Harris to the hotel, and we had a good chat. We was running with Steve Harris till about 4:30 in the morning.
Well, his team had to tell him to go to bed because he had to get up the next day.
To get the next date or whatever.
He wouldn't let us go. He wouldn't let us go home.
He was catching up with Chop and Doug mostly.
Yeah, but, you know, but it was nice because I think with Steve, I think he's got friends. But he's got friends who we knew Steve before we had anything, you know.
Yeah.
So we're like real friends, not hangers-oners.
Yeah.
We're like
old school history friends kind of
but
thing.
we met a lot of people through Maiden, you know, like Loopy. What a lovely geezer he is, you know. They've all met and all kind of help out of us, haven't they? They all help.
Call it Maiden Family.
He's done a couple of books, hasn't he, Loopy?
Yeah,
he's done a couple of books.
You ever thought about doing a book?
Not yet.
Well,
if we could remember anything.
yeah. Can't remember how we got the names, though, do you?
Might be awkward. Might have to get a ghostwriter in.
Yeah.
So what about tour memories going out to America and anything?
You know what? It was one of the best times for us to go across America because we drove across. It's only done most of driving, and it was an experience. I mean, I think you see more of America. I mean, met some really nice people over there. Really nice.
Got friends all over America. Went to 2 tours. I've been a few times, but just in those bands we met together.
The first time we went over there. We had a band called Still Heroes
from North Carolina.
With Al Ford, you know, and he let us rehearse in his studio, which is in his house. That was before the gig, because we went over there with Ivan, and he only had one rehearsal with us.
Right.
So we went to North Carolina, and we rehearsed in his house, and it kind of got ready for the tour.
And so you were on tour with them for the whole time. So it's always one band you go out with.
No.
Local support.
No, they support us in North Carolina.
Oh, just in North Carolina. So different bands at different
different bands at different things. Yeah, you know, and like Rob Fester's son, he supported us, and
Active Aggression, they were called.
Yeah,
from New York.
Aggression. We've met some really good bands along the way, and we borrowed a bit of gear off them.
Yeah.
You know, like because we can't fly all our gear over.
No.
Obviously, so I'll just take the minimum. I'll take an amp, my effects unit, and my guitar, which is a bit scary having one guitar on stage.
Yeah.
Because if you break a string, you're in trouble.
What's it like though for like you have to get all these blinking visas and that kind of work visas and stuff for.
We just went over there on an Esther, you know, all right, wasn't it?
We don't really want to go down.
We don't want to go down there.
They're complicated roads.
Right.
Don't tell no one.
Yeah, that's I always wondered that would be best because you always hear about bands coming over here and getting stopped at the border, not being allowed in, kind of thing, because of visas and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I often wonder if it's just worth going over there and just play when you get there.
Well, yeah, it's a bit of a touch and go.
Well, I went through in quite depth into the legitimacy of it all, and it seems they cater for big super sort of group people, or things like cultural exchange, just for a sort of reasonable sized band going over there doing nothing. You know, there's no millions of dollars are involved or anything.
No,
it doesn't seem to come as a category in it.
Oh, okay.
I looked into it quite, and then I found out. So
it's a bit of a dark area.
It is a dark area, and people can screw. But
a lot of people were saying it's going to be harder to play in Europe and that if, like, once the Brexit's happened. I don't know if have you ever heard
we've got to
about
find that out yet. We've got to find it out. I mean, it's supposed to change now in November, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, let's see if Brexit ever happens. It's been going on for 3 years now. It could be going on for another 10.
I think it will make it harder for bands to play in Europe. I think you're going to have a few more problems. But at the moment, I don't think it's going to
if there is a Brexit, what sort of Brexit deal they come up with? There's so many ifs and buts.
Exactly.
It's not really worth going down that road.
You just got to wait until see what happens when it happens, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll deal with it as it comes.
Yeah. So let's talk about the new album. Then it's coming soon. We don't know the label yet. But what'd you say it was going to be called? Provisionally.
Strike Hard.
Right.
Airforce Strike Hard.
And what can people expect to see from that album? Sell it to the people so they know what's coming.
Just some new Airforce music, a couple of cover versions maybe. We haven't picked
we haven't picked the songs that are going on there, but we got
probably about 15, 16
but we're going to just choose 11.
Right.
Maybe 11. Maybe
you're
10, I don't know.
You're not like time constrained. You've got to have it all recorded in a certain period and nothing like that. You can just take your time with it, can you?
No, we're trying to wrap it up this month as best we can.
Yeah.
We want to be able to give it to the record label as a complete by the end of next month.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the end of October. We thought we'd go for Halloween.
Right. That's a good day.
We've got to bring the studio album out first, because otherwise all the live album, quite a few of the new tracks are on the live album.
Right.
So we want to bring that out first.
There's some of the stuff we've already done. We'll new vocalists singing it to a minimal. A few cover versions, songs that we've played live so far, but never released yet. And there will be brand new stuff that's not been played live that no one's heard.
Right. Cool.
So there's a big mixture there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's only been the last 2 or 3 weeks we've done 4 new tracks. So which is
and we'll see how much we can get done. So that's why we're spending a lot of time in the studio at the minute.
Yeah.
It's good. We're recording at a friend's studio, Pete Franklin from Chariot, and he's got a good producer. He's got some good ideas, and he puts things our way. You know, because he's a friend of ours. It's easy.
Yeah, Pete makes a good contribution.
He makes some some really good ideas. So it kind of works well with us.
Right, and apart from that, anything else people should look out for? Any more gigs coming up in England?
A new video. We've got 2 videos out at the moment.
Yeah, but we'll plan a new video once we get the album sort of sorted. We've got Europe this year. We'll be Burfest 7th of March next year.
We've got a big Germany
Headbangers Open Air Festival.
Oh yeah.
Next July. So, and we're looking at throwing a few more festivals in through the summer.
We're trying to get Portugal at the moment, Greece.
Have you got a booking agent, or are you doing all the booking yourself for those?
Well,
gigs?
we've got manager Chris now is helping, but a lot of people contact us as well and ask, to say, would you do this? Would you do that?
Cool.
So again,
I mean, we was contacting someone from Australia, wasn't we?
Well, Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil. They want us to play in Brazil. We've had about 5 gigs offered us in Brazil.
It's just fitting us it all.
But it's trying to fit it all in.
Yeah.
Romania.
Yeah, Romania.
Poland again. It's just.
Oh, you're going back to Poland. Yeah, we've got.
There's a lot to do.
I mean, Australia's. It'll be a bit of a long haul. It'd have to be worth our while to go to Australia. But who knows? You know, if you can get a few gigs on the way.
Well, make a holiday out of it.
We'll do it.
Well, it's just a lot to fit in. So Brazil, apparently we played on the radio quite a lot.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, our music was played a lot in Brazil. Yeah,
that's good.
So I get a lot of Brazilian people contacted us.
Do you get a lot of radio play other places as well?
We're getting played in Brazil. Not in Brazil, Bulgaria, weren't we? And Japan. Japan sold out of our records, didn't they?
Yeah, there's one record shop that was importing our stuff in Japan. So Japan's another market to look at.
They sold out after no time, you know, so which is good for us. So, you know, so we're known in Japan. Yeah. And Japan could be a good place for us to play. And
there's lots of independent radio stations have taken their stuff in playing it, but I'm starting to lose count of stuff now that's going on, and we don't even know.
I suppose with a name like Airforce, the sky's the limit, as they say.
It's a nice one.
I like it. Yeah.
We just don't know. We'll just see. We just got back together 3 years ago. Let's see where it goes.
Just having a good time, I take it.
Yeah, it just seems to run a little further than we thought.
Yeah.
But the good thing is we've all progressed in our playing. You know, like it's because we've all. You're that much older, and you kind of know more with the playing, and I think our songs are getting more involved, aren't they? You know, and you know. Do
you think it's easier now than it was when you first was around as a band? Not wiser and not getting drunk so much, or?
Well, yeah, that's what we do now. We don't drink before gigs.
Yeah.
I just drink a lot afterwards.
We drink after the gig, yeah. So not beforehand. So this is good. So we're all focused, because when you drink, I've tried to drink and play, and it doesn't always work. Right. You think you're playing good, but you ain't. You know, so it's best to just leave off the juice, and then after you've done it, then it's good. I mean, the one we're doing in France is good. So we're on about the 4th from the top, so there's 3 more bands, so it's good for us. So we'll be able to watch the other bands and have a good drink.
Like shows like that, yeah. So we can come off, and there's still a bit more to celebrate and have a few beers.
And that's why I like Bulgaria, because when we played Bulgaria, thanks to Funky and Dillian for this, we watched all the other bands, and Sabaton was unbelievable, really good band. And then we watched Judas Priest, and the next night we watched Iron Maiden. Then we went back, but everyone was friendly, like, you know, and it was like.
That's a dream linking gig to be
going
on,
back
isn't it?
with Steve. I mean, Steve phones me up now and then and has a little chat to me, you know. And if he's playing around in England, he'll always phone up and give me backstage passes, and which is quite nice, you know. So he's never forgot his old mates.
That's good. Right, so I think we'll wrap it up now. We've got half hour. Anything you want to say to finish it up with? Any other points you want to make?
Buy the album.
Buy the album.
Right, yeah. Don't download it, buy it.
And that's from your Facebook page, or also from your label?
It will be a record label with worldwide release.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
Yes, come in and say that. It should be, if we wrap up the album by the end of next month and hand it to them, so it should be early next year by the time
January
it's
should be the release date, I reckon.
But probably within 6 months we'll have the live album out
It
as
was
well.
to coincide with the American tour, so it's kind of good for us.
So you're pushing it when you're on
good
tour.
time to bring it out.
Okay, then anything else?
Right. Thanks very much.
Cheers. Thanks for coming down.
Thank you very much.
All right. Great stuff. I hope you enjoyed that, you metal pervs. Right, if you want to be in a chance to win a couple of these guys' CDs, both their Black Box Recordings EPs are available. All you've got to do is leave a comment down below and you'll get one entry into the draw, which I'll hold in about a month's time. If you want to have more entries, if you make a video showing some aeroplanes or aircraft on CD or album covers, then you'll get 3 entries into the draw. So, yep, leave a comment down below, 1 entry, or make a video showing some planes or other automobiles in the sky. Then you'll get 3 entries. Bye.